Hello everyone, this is the free course Jazz Theory. My name is Uyên and I'm going to go through all the lessons with you. All of my references belongs to the Jazz Theory book by Mark Levine and Jazzology by Robert Rollins and Eden Baha. First of all, I want to briefly introduce about jazz. So what is jazz? Jazz is a music genre that originated in the African American communities of New Orleans, United States. Jerry Roll Morton once claimed to have invented jazz in 1902. There's a lot of subgenres in jazz, such as bebop, swing, soul jazz, free jazz, etc. Jazz may sound complex, but 99% is explainable, analyzable, categorizable, and doable. That is the main purpose of this course. So let's start with the first lesson, which is intervals. Intervals measure the space between two pitches. The smallest interval is semitone or half step, which is the distance from one key to the next on the piano. A tone or a whole step is the distance between two keys apart on the piano. Intervals smaller than an octave are called simple intervals. The larger are called compound intervals. There are chromatic half-step and diatonic half-step. Chromatic half-step is written at the same note twice with different accidentals. For example, G to G sharp, while diatonic half-step uses two different note names, like G sharp to A. The appearance on the step may be different, but the interval is the same. The direction of an interval could go up or down. If this up is an ascending interval, if this down is descending. An interval has quality and quantity. The quantity is a numeric value. It is determined by the musical alphabet. The quality of an interval is a characteristic determined by the comparison with that interval in major scale. As a result, there are two kinds of interval in major scale, which is perfect and major. Four perfect intervals are the perfect union, which is the first, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, the octave, which is the eighth. Four major intervals are major second, major third, major sixth, and major seventh. Major and perfect intervals become augmented when the upper note is raised or the lower note is down by a half step. In contrast, the interval is diminished when the upper note is down or the lower note is raised by a half step. A diminished major interval becomes minor. Also, diminution makes minor and perfect intervals become diminished. When an interval is augmented or diminished two times, it becomes doubly augmented or diminished. Remember that augmented fourth or diminished fifth are also called tritone, mean three whole steps. It is possible for notes and intervals to have different names when they contain the same notes and produce the same sound. These are called enharmonic equivalents. For example, an augmented second above C is D sharp. It produces the same sound as the minor third above C, which is E flat. When the order of the notes is changed in an interval, that is when the interval is inverted. For instance, inverted major second is equal to -7, so inverted major is minor. Inverted minor is major, and inverted perfect is still perfect. If the notes are played at the same time, it's called harmonic interval. On the other hand, if the notes are played independently, it's called melodic interval. Harmonic intervals may be either consonant or dissonant. Consonant means two notes create agreeable, stable sound. Dissonant creates tense, instable sound that needs to result to a consonance. There are three types of consonant interval: Perfect consonant includes perfect octave and perfect fifth. Imperfect consonant includes major third, minor third, major sixth, and minor sixth. And finally, variable consonants, which could also be dissonant in some circumstances, is perfect 4. Other intervals are dissonant. So let's hear all of the possible intervals. You should ear training them as much as possible. And that's all for the lesson today. If you like it, you should push the like button, and if you want more videos and lesson of jazz, you should subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you later.